Here we are. Felt like it just ended. Felt like we were just at SoFi Stadium. And here we are about to kick off the 2022 NFL season with the Buffalo Bills, your Buffalo Bills, at the Los Angeles Rams, right here on NBC. Listen, I say we dive right into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's not mess around with it. Let's do it expeditiously. Like, it's low-hanging fruit. Nothing tastes better than low-hanging fruit. Let's just do some predictions. Let's just get the predictions out the way right now. Let's get it. Man. We had enough time to think about it. We had enough time to study. We had enough time to dance around it. Had enough time to talk about themes and micro and macro. It's like, let's put it on the record. Because, I like to put stuff on the record. I like to have receipts. Because, I have receipts. I keep the receipts. If nobody else in this show keeps the receipts. So did you do it too? Did you do your homework too? Did you put your predictions? You put your playoff bracket together as well?
It's on the record.
You got it? Okay, good.
On the record.
So
put the needle on the record. So I put it down.
So let's do this, and then if I'm right, I can just run it back whenever I want. If I'm wrong, then we forget that we ever did it. That's how it works, right?
We're gonna have that out there because you are wrong. I can tell you now you're wrong because I have a sense of where you're going, and I don't really understand.
Did you peek at my paper?
I'm not gonna get to it.
Did you peek at my paper?
I'm not gonna get there.
Did you peek at my paper?
I didn't.
Did you?
I didn't at the beginning.
Well,
you can't be doing that stuff at the beginning of the school year.
You looked at my feet.
That's right. I didn't even look at your feet.
Well, how you know I'm wrong? How you know I'm wrong? How you know I'm wrong before we even get to it?
I know you ain't picked the same thing I picked. All right, here we go. Right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go get into it. Okay.
Number
one
AFC East. AFC East. Buffalo. They'll get the bye. Got the Bengals repeating. Not a flash in the pan.
I like it.
Colts. Unfinished business from last season. Chiefs win the loaded AFC West. Y'all can read. Ravens, 5th seed. Chargers get to the playoffs this time as a 6th seed. And Mitchell Trubisky's Steelers get there as a 7th seed. You hated the Trubisky signing when they made it. I told you that dude was a really good bridge quarterback. He wins the quarterback competition. I think he's going to be really good. He's going to be sneaky good this year. He's going to keep him on the bench for a minute. He's going to keep Kenny Pickett on the bench.
How you going to say he's a bridge quarterback and yet you got to make it the playoffs? Bridge quarterbacks don't back into the playoffs.
The bridge quarterbacks. Hey, the bridge could be long. It could be all season. He'll keep Kenny Pickett on the bench for a minute. Anyway, here are the results of the playoffs as I see it. All right, before they even play the game. I got the Bills beating the Bengals in the AFC Championship. The Bills getting back to the Super Bowl. Obviously, that 13 seconds has haunted them all off season. Show me the hole on their roster, Michael. It doesn't exist. There's no real hole in there. You can say maybe Tre'Davious White, being on a pup list to start the season.
I think that's a good
offensive coordinator, Dayball going to New York, and Ken Dorsey. But they'll be fine. Do they run the ball great? No. Do they have to? No.
But
I think the hype is real on the Bills.
I would say I like you and everybody else is pretty high on the Buffalo Bills. I'd say weakness, you already mentioned it. Now, Tre'Davious White's going to open the year on the PUP list. They got some young corners back there. Who knows? But maybe their veteran captain safeties, Hyde and Poyer, maybe those guys cover up those young corners a little bit, and they're able to get by that. Offensive line, okay. But great receivers.
Yeah.
Really good backs. A phenomenal quarterback. But anyway, how about this? I'm with you. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Colts, Chiefs. We got the same, right? I like the Raiders. Raiders.
That's fine. Jack Tatum says
the Ravens.
The Ravens. I love Baltimore. I'm not going to call it a homer pick. I'm not going to call it a homer pick.
Bring it on.
No, I'm not. I'm shocked that this year you would pick the Patriots. This offseason, with the questions about their offense, That shocks
a lot
me.
of questions.
That's a take.
But you covered
That's a
this
take.
team.
Is that a homer pick? I covered this team. You wrote books. Don't tell me I covered the team. Is that a homer pick?
No. It's not a homer pick.
It's an NBC Sports Boston pick. I mean, I'm shocked by this.
Mike, hold on. I wasn't saying you covered the team, so you're a homer.
So I know the team. So you're saying, I know the team.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, no, you know the team. You're at NBC Sports Boston. You live there. You got 5 books on them. No, you know the team. So you tell me what you know that's got them going to the playoffs. Don't worry about what I know.
We'll get that. We'll get to that. I love this. This is my favorite one. Okay, I love this. Bengals over the Patriots. Bills over the Raiders. Number 3 seed Bills, by the way, not number 1. Number 3 seed. Ravens over Colts, of course.
You love the Chiefs.
Now look at the divisional round. Buffalo going down in the divisional round. How did I become the guy who capes up for the Bengals and you just abandoned them when you were there for them all last year?
You didn't know. Just because you picking them, no. See, here's the problem. I'm starting to get hip to your game. If you shit on everybody, then when you pick somebody, now you can then be like, oh, I'm now keeping up for them. The only reason you're picking the Bengals is because you have trolled the Bills worse than the Bengals. That's the only reason you're picking them. That's the only reason why you're going with Cincinnati. Yeah. I told you I got security guards in Cincinnati being like, your boy a believer yet? I guess he is.
Yeah.
Until you get to the AFC title game. Until you get to the AFC title game where you go with Kansas City.
I love you, Northern Kentucky. I love you.
Until the AFC title game.
Okay, AFC title game. Because I feel like, and this is nothing against the Bengals, I just feel like the Chiefs, because they traded Tyreek Hill for a bundle, by the way, they traded Tyreek Hill. All of a sudden, they have an identity crisis. They don't know who they are. Did Andy Reid leave? Eric Bieniemy, he didn't leave. He probably should have. Somebody should have hired him. Patrick Mahomes still there. You got making a case.
Greatly exaggerated.
Another for another day. Take for another day. But making a case for the greatest tight end ever. Kelsey, making a case.
But okay. Greatest receiving tight end? Okay. But okay, all right. Greatest receiving tight end, maybe.
They got stuff.
Maybe.
So I just feel like both teams.
Tony Gonzalez used to play Kansas City. I got you. Okay.
I feel like Kansas City is being, not ignored is too strong, but kind of taken for granted. That's the way I want to say it. Kansas City has been taken for granted, as have the LA Rams. You said we were just there in beautiful SoFi Stadium. I got so lost in SoFi Stadium that I discovered they have an African-American art museum. Beautiful, because I was walking around and found it. We were just there. We saw the Rams up close. You were praising them. Once again, you were praising them all last season. You had the great Super Bowl pick. As a matter of fact, I remember you. On Radio Row, and you actually did like an Aaron Donald type thing. You said, you know what it comes down to? You were like 99. I think you even pointed to your ring finger. Like Aaron Donald.
I did. No, I had both of my teams from last year in the Super Bowl, and I had to make a tough choice, and I picked the Rams.
Now what are you doing?
Aaron
Why
Donald
not the
would be
Rams?
the best player on the field.
Why not?
Well, let's get to the NFC. All right, sure. That's a great segue. I'll answer that question. You want answers? You want the truth? I'll answer that question. Okay, NFC East. Like a lot of people, I like the Eagles in the NFC East. I like what they did this offseason. I think they're the best team in a pretty bad division. North, still the Packers. What you said about the Chiefs, insert Packers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take that
win
same
that division.
thing.
What's the widest margin anybody's won a division by? I'm going to take the over. I'm going with the Packers. They're going to run away with the division.
Well, I don't know about run away because I got the Vikings as my second wild card. Bucks winning the South. Rams repeating in the West. The Rams, I think, could be as good as anybody this year. They could be better than last year. I know Von Miller's now in Buffalo, but Bobby Wagner's instead of being in Seattle. He's, of course, in Los Angeles. Allen Robinson, we may see the best version of Allen Robinson that we've ever seen, given that he finally has a quarterback. We'll talk more about Stafford's elbow issues later, but I don't think it's going to stop them from winning that division. A pretty decent division. And here are my playoff predictions.
Oh, come on.
Okay, listen. And I love Todd Bowles. I love me some Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is a real one. Todd Bowles just got his college degree, kept the promise to his mother. Congratulations, his undergraduate degree.
I love that.
Todd Bowles the other day, and we'll talk more about Brady later. Todd Bowles said, I don't pay attention to stuff, to off the field stuff. I don't listen to The Groove and Soul Town on Sirius XM. I'm like, that's my guy right there.
Did he say that?
Animal. Yes. I would also add Silk XM 330. And I would also add Yacht Rock Radio, Channel 311, Yacht Rock. But shout out to The Groove, shout out to Soul Town, shout out to NBC Sports Audio. I mean, let's do our company thing while we at it.
NBC Sports, we at 85. We're at 85. The Groove, if I'm not mistaken, is at 50. And Soul
50.
Town is at like 49 or 48, somewhere right around.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, Silk 330 is if you're trying to add to the family, if you know what I mean. But listen, Todd Bowles, not for a great
about that game
throw from Stafford to Kupp against a Bowles blitz. He's an aggressive defensive coordinator. Tom Brady might have had another comeback under his belt and another Super Bowl already. I said after the Bucs won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, Michael, you remember this? I said Brady would threaten double digits, that he would threaten double-digit Super Bowls. I haven't taken that back. He came back. I know there's a lot of issues with the interior offensive line, but Brady is as safe a bet as there is. I know you're a bet man. Safe as a bet as there is to get to a conference championship game. And this time, I think they finished the deal against the Rams and get back to the Super Bowl. I like the Bucs. I like their defense. I like their receivers. Julio Jones is their fourth, for crying out loud. They'll find a way to run the ball. They'll protect Brady. He'll be great. They'll be back.
You want some surprises? Check out my NFC. I got some NFC surprises for you.
All right. Eagles, Packers.
Eagles.
Okay, you got the Saints winning the South.
Saints.
I like that pick. I like that pick. Yeah.
I got the Bucs barely getting into the
second wild card.
We got three teams.
Ooh. Okay.
We got three teams from the division. Panthers.
Yeah, I got the Niners missing the playoffs. We'll talk about Trey Lance more in detail later. I think that's real. The Panthers. I like it, man. You know what I like about your two brackets? I'm going to go ahead and say I like your two brackets better than mine because between the Patriots and the Panthers, you took some reaches, some risks. I like that, man. Yeah. No risk it, no biscuit. I like that. I like that.
The Packers shut down those Panthers. Thanks for coming, but see you.
Yeah.
We got the Eagles, revenge for last year. They're a retooled Eagles team. They beat the Bucs. They didn't have enough firepower to beat the Bucs last year. They do this year.
You think they got it now? Okay.
49ers over your Saints.
Okay.
Rams to get the Niners again.
Once upon a time, you hated Kyle Shanahan. Just want to point that out. But go ahead. Continue.
I hate strong.
No, it's not strong. It's okay. I remember these things. I remember. Rams over Niners. Packers over Eagles. Aaron Rodgers getting back to the Super Bowl. So you asked me why not the Rams? Because you wanted to troll me like I was jumping off the bandwagon that I built when you ain't even picking the Rams to go back. You got the Packers going. I like it.
I got the Packers.
So we finally get Packers-Chiefs. We finally get Mahomes versus Rodgers. Okay.
It's a great Super Bowl.
A rematch of Super Bowl one. A rematch.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl
They're going to get their revenge. The Chiefs are going to get their revenge.
Chiefs win.
Can I answer the question real quick that I never answered?
Oh, which one? I'm sorry. Which one?
No. I never answered the Patriots question really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
The first 4 games, 3 of the first 4 on the road. So they start on the road against Miami, then they go to Pittsburgh, come back home to see the Ravens. That's the home game against the Ravens at the crib. Then they go to the Packers. If they survive, I'm telling you, if they survive that 4-game stretch and just get 2 of them, including Sunday at 1 in Miami. You got to get that one, and another one. Their schedule gets so soft. It's so inviting. It has Lions and Bears, no Tigers, but they got Browns.
Oh, my.
They got the Jets a couple of times.
Yeah.
I can see the Patriots, if they start, if they start off 2-2, I see them going to 8-3. And then collapsing down the stretch.
Okay,
So I see
but they'll
him
make the
getting
playoffs. So real quick, just to put a bow on this, Super Bowl. I don't know if we had the Super Bowl on the graphic or not. I didn't see it. So you have the Chiefs beating the Packers in the Super Bowl. Chiefs are your preseason champion.
I don't even know who I picked. Did I pick somebody?
That's honest. That's some honesty for your ass right there.
Did I pick it? Because if I didn't pick it,
well, all right. Well, you got 30. You got another 42 minutes to decide. In the meantime, Bucks over Bills. Bills go back to the Super Bowl and unfortunately lose it again. They're all too familiar with that feeling.
Mike.
Bucks over Bills. Brady gets his 8th Super Bowl championship and comes back next year.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.